Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I will create another expert advisor. So this expert advisor will be based on two indicators, RSI and stochastic indicator. So yeah, I will firstly explain the idea behind this expert advisor, and then I will go to the IDE and I will go to the expert advisor there. So the process of finding buy and sell positions will have two steps. The first step is that I will determine the trend based on an RSI indicator, and then I will wait for a signal confirmation based on a stochastic indicator. So you can see here that on RSI indicator I have my level of 50, which will basically represent the change between uptrend and downtrend. So when RSI is below this, there's a downtrend, and when it's above, then there's a uptrend. And then I will look at a stochastic and I will wait for a crossover to happen. So for example, for buy positions, what I will look at is for something like this, which happens right here. So the stochastic is below the level of 20, and then it goes above that level. And when combined with an RSI, which is above the level of 50, this yields into a buy position. So for sell position, it's the same. I wait for an RSI to go below the level of 50, and then I wait for a pullback on the stochastic indicator, which happens at this point. So right here, I would open a sell position. So yeah, the idea is pretty simple, and I just want to see if this is something that can be profitable or not. So let's get to it. So I will open my MT5 IDE, which is right here. I'm in my experts folder. I will find my YouTube folder and I will create a new file, and let's call it RSI stochastic EA. So this EA will require, I think, 6 inputs. So the first input will be for RSI period. So this is something that can be changed, and changing the period of RSI indicator will change the results. So this is something that we have to do. Then there will be 3 positional arguments for the stochastic indicator. So I'm not sure how they are called, but let's go stoch 1, stoch 2, and stochastic 3. So the initial values are 5, 3, and 3. And then we need 2 more inputs, which will be take profit points. So this will be like when we want to open position, we need to know how many points is going to be the take profit and stop loss as well. So stop loss points. And let's set the initial value of 100 for take profit points and 500 for stop loss points. So let's click on next. I don't need any of these functions, so I will leave them unchecked like this, next, and finish. So this is what we are working with. I will also zoom in on the code so it's easier to read. And the first thing that I will do is that I will delete all of these comments here because I want a clean code, basically. So yeah, so this is nice. So let's get to work. So the first thing that we have to do when creating an expert advisor is that we need to include the trading class, basically. Yeah, so or library, and this will allow us to open buy and sell positions later. So let's create an instance of this class, so or library, so C trade, and let's call it trade. Then, because we are working with 2 indicators, we need to create handles for each of the indicators. So integer RSI handle, and stochastic handle. Okay, so that's the second step. And the first step is that we will need to get the ask and bid price. So I can create 2 variables, one for ask price and the second one for bid price on a global scope, so I can use them in the functions later on. So this is a good start. Then on init function, I have to assign the indicators to the handles. So for RSI handle, it's going to be RSI indicator. For current symbol, current period, the moving average period will be RSI period, and price handle will be closing price. And the same thing goes for the stochastic handle. So stochastic symbol period current, and now the K period is stochastic 1, then stochastic 2, and stochastic 3. And we want mode, let's go with exponential moving average, that's alright, and stochastic close and close price. So yeah, this is a good start for us. Then we can move on to the onTick function. We won't need on the init function, so I can delete it here. So let's only work on tick function. So the first thing that I will do is that I will get the latest ask and bid price. So symbol info double for current symbol and symbol ask. And then I also want to get the latest bid price. So symbol info double, symbol and symbol bid. So yeah, I will use ask and bid price when opening buy and sell positions. So that's why I need those values. So now let's create a function down below which will basically serve as a signal generating function. So let's create a function which will be of type of integer, because it will return different integers based on the signal basically. So for buy signal it will be integer 1, for sell signal integer 2, and if there's no entry signal then it will return 0. So entry signal, and it won't require any positional argument. So here what we will do is that we will create two arrays for the basically each of the arrays will be used for storing an indicator values. So RSI array and stochastic array as well. And then, as you already know, we need to use the copy buffer function, which will allow us to retrieve the needed indicator values, basically. So the first positional argument is an indicator handle. So let's start with an RSI indicator. So we will use the RSI handle. Then the buffer number is 0, starting position is also 0, and we want two, or we only need one value basically, because we just want to check whether that latest RSI value is above or below 50. So that's why we only need one value, and we will store this value into the RSI array. And then let's do the same thing for the stochastic array or stochastic indicator. So copy buffer once again with stochastic handle. Buffer number will be 0, starting position is 0, but now we need two values because we need to check whether a crossover happened or not, and this can be only checked by checking the last two values. So that's why I will type 2 in here, and I will store all of these values into the stochastic array. So this is a good start. Then let's create an integer variable called signal, which will have initial value of 0, and I will return the signal variable at the end of the function. So as I explained before, the first step will be that I need to check the RSI value in order to determine the trend. So let's create integer variable called trend, and let's check. So if RSI value is higher than 50, then there's an uptrend which will be represented by value 1. And if this is not the case, then there's a downtrend, and that will be value 2. Yeah, so this is for uptrend, this is for downtrend. And now what we can also do is that we will we will use the similar process in order to catch the stochastic crossover. So let's create crossover variable, and we will check. So if stochastic array at position 0, so this is the previous value basically, is below 20, and stochastic array at position 1, so this is the latest stochastic value, is higher than 20, then there's a crossover to the buy side basically. So if this happens, this is the same as this right here basically, yeah. So that's for buying positions. So let's assign it value of 1. Then let's check if stochastic array position 0 is higher than 80 and stochastic array at position 1 is below 80. If this happens, then this is a signal for a sell position. So let's assign it value of 2. And if neither of these conditions happen, I will assign it value of 0. And now it's very simple. I just need to check. So let's check. So if trend is equal to 1 and crossover is equal to 1, then I will assign a number of 1 to the signal variable. If this is not the case, then I will check whether the trend is equal to true and crossover is also equal to 2. And if this is the case, then I want to sell. So yeah, so I will assign it value of 2. And if this is not the case, then the signal will remain with the value of 0, which means that there's no signal basically. And then I will return the signal variable at the end of the function. So then what I will do is that I will go here on our onTick function, and I will create a new integer variable, and let's call it signal. Yeah, and I will assign its value to the entry signal function. So now what I can do is that I can simply check. So if signal is equal to 1, then I know that I should open by position. And if signal is equal to 2, then I know that I should open sell position. Yeah, it's as simple as that. As you can see, it's not difficult, it's really simple. And just to avoid opening multiple positions on the same candlestick, I will also create a static integer variable called last entry, which will be equal to 0, and then I need to get the number of bars basically. So integer bars will be I bars, symbol, and period current. And I will also check and last entry is not equal to bars. So this is just like a condition which ensures that I don't open multiple positions on the same bar. And then I will assign this here. Okay, so this is it. So now what I have to do is that I just need to open those positions. So let's do it. So trade by volume, let's keep it 0.01. Symbol is symbol, price is ask price, and now stop loss is ask price minus stop loss points times point. I'm not sure if the stop loss points should be double, maybe, because then we are like multiplying it by the point variable, which is float. So yeah, I will keep it like this. So ask take profit points times point, and now it's, yeah, okay, good. And I can also add a comment which will say buy. So yeah, so here for sell side I will just change the price to the bid price, and stop loss is above the opening price and take profit is below the opening price, and comment will be sell. So yeah, this is very simple, but it should work. So I will go here, I will open my tester, and let's see if this works as it should be working. So this is my YouTube folder, and this is called RSI stochastic EA. I think this is the one. So let's run this on 15-minute time frame, Euro GBP. Let's change this to Euro USD, and let's just see if the conditions work as they are supposed to. So yeah, so we are already opening a sell position, so let's check it. So RSI is below 50, so we are in a selling market basically, and there was a crossover on the previous bar, so this seems nice. And then it seems like there's a lot of signals basically. Yeah, there's a lot of signals, so let's just check it if this is valid or not. So okay, so what I will do is that I will do one thing differently, and that is that I will change the stochastic shift to 1. Okay, so this should resolve that issue, and let's see if it does resolve it. So now we should only enter at a crossover. So at this point, okay. Okay, so where is the issue with this? Because this is obviously not at a crossover, because the crossover happened right here. So where is the issue? Of course, because we are using shift of 1, then we should open at this candlestick basically. But yeah, so let's wait and see. Okay, it also shifts the indicators since... Okay, so this is not something that I like to see, because this doesn't seem okay. So what I will do is that I will just check the number of the buffers. Okay, so indicator stochastic signal, because there's a possibility that I'm using a different number for the buffer. So but I shouldn't be using different number. Okay, let's see what happens if I change the stochastic number to 1, and let's run this again, and let's see. Okay, so now we are opening all lot positions as well. Okay, so this is just weird, because I think that my conditions are, or that my conditions should be okay, but we are still receiving these signals so extremely late basically. So this is something that I don't like to see. So let's review the code one more time, and let's see if there's something that I forgot to add, or yeah, something like this. So okay, so let's change this to 0. Let's change this to 0 as well for now. So the trend is simple. 1 is uptrend, 2 is downtrend. Stochastic array, this is the previous value, is below 20, and now it's above 20. Then I assign it value of 1, which indicates that I should open buy position. And then stochastic array, okay, previous, and now it's okay. So this seems fine. And then I check. So if trend is equal to 1, therefore it's an uptrend, and crossover is equal to 1, I should buy. Then I assign value of 1, which should be okay. And then the same goes for the sell side. So there shouldn't be an issue in here. Then I check signal 1, signal 2. So yeah, I am really not sure why am I receiving signals like this. If you know why is this happening, please tell me in the comment section. But yeah, let's review it. Like this is, I would say that this is okay because it happened on the previous candlestick. So this signal is good. Okay, so now it seems like it's working better because on this candlestick there's this crossover. So maybe we figure it out. And let's see. So on this buy position, yeah, so now it works. Good. So now it works as it should be working. So this is a good thing. The issue is that we will get a lot of fake signals because since we are using shift of 0 on the stochastic indicator, what happens is that the stochastic value can go below the 80 level, like in the process of creating the bar. But then when the bar is finished, basically the stochastic value can change. So in the process of creating of this bar, the stochastic value was below 80. So that's why we got this cell. But then it went up, so the stochastic value went up as well. And the same thing happened at this and this candlestick and also on this candlestick. So how can we make sure, like of course we can make sure that this doesn't happen by changing the shift to 1, but then we get shifted signals. So that's like we have to decide for ourselves which is worse. So let's see with shifted value. So with the shifted value, okay, so this is what I'm talking about, because with the first test we got a sell signal at this candlestick because on previous candlestick this happened, and now we are shifted by one candlestick, so that's why we are getting the signal one candlestick late. But then if we continue, you can see that we don't receive all of those fake signals that were in here. Okay, so this is something that we have to go with basically. Okay, but anyway, this looks like it works as it should be working based on the criteria, how to say it, based on the rules that we created. So that's important. So now what we can do is that we can test it and see how it works. So if I run this test, it doesn't look that bad. Like, okay, it's not profitable, but it's not optimized, and the good thing is that we get a lot of positions. So that's a good thing. And also we are doing this on 15-minute time frame. So the rule is that if we go higher with the time frame, we get less noise in the market. Therefore, the performance should be better. And this is better than the previous one. So I think that we can work with this. So what I will do is that I will simply optimize the EA. So the RSI period can be optimized. So let's start at 6, step of 2, and let's stop at 50. Yeah. Stochastic. Should I optimize the stochastics? I think I will leave it like this for now, because since there are 3 parameters, it can make a huge mess if like it's not optimized in the correct way. So I will leave this with initial values, and let's optimize the take profit and stop loss. So let's start at 50, increase by 50, and let's go to 1000. And here I will start at 100, increased by 50 points, and let's go to 1000 as well. So this might be interesting. So let's see what happens in the optimization results. So we started optimizing, and yeah, there are some profitable combinations. So this might be interesting. So let's wait for the optimization to finish, and then we can assess the performance. Okay. So Yeah, it's still running, but from, okay, just 1 second. Okay, so from the optimization results that we can see so far right now, okay, how is it possible that there? Oh, it's 10,000. Sorry, this is my mistake. I didn't want to use this, so let's go to 3,000. Yes, so and let's increase 100 and here. Okay, let's not over optimize and let's go to 1. Okay, so this should be faster now. And based on the optimization results that we obtained in the previous optimization, basically, it seems promising, because the good thing is that it opens a huge number of positions, and that's always a good thing, because as you have more positions, you can rely more on the backtesting results. For example, if you get good results with 100 positions over the last 5 years, that's not something that you should use. But if you are receiving not a good result, like this is not that good, but it opened over 2,000 positions. So if I would deploy this on my live account, this is the result that is realistic for me. Yeah, so it's not that bad. But yeah, let's see how this goes. Also, let's keep in mind that I didn't optimize the stochastic. So if I would optimize it, and I will optimize it in the next optimization round, then the performance can be even better. Okay, so let's stop this. Let's test the best performance here. And this is funny because, yeah, it opens a lot of positions, and the take profit and stop loss are huge, so like it keeps those positions open for a long time, and then something like this happens. So I wouldn't use this. This is not something that I would use, but it's still profitable. So that's funny. Okay, so now let's switch to 15-minute time frame. No, let's stick to 1 hour time frame, but let's optimize the stochastic as well. So to be honest, I don't really know how to optimize stochastic, because I don't use this indicator that much, or I don't use it in my private EAs, basically. So this can go horribly wrong, but hopefully it won't. So I will start at 5, increase by 2, and let's go to 16 maybe. And stochastic number 2 and 3, let's start at 3, let's increase by 2 as well, and here let's go to 12 only. Yeah, so I hope this optimization goes well. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. So let's see what happens. Yeah, also I can in the meantime, what I can also tell you is that in the description of this video there's a link to my website, and if you check my website, you can find a lot of free indicators there that you can download and use on your own MT5 platform. So yeah, if you want free indicators, go check out my website, and yeah, there's everything you need for your trading. So that's just this. Yeah, but it's up to you, of course. And from the optimization, it seems like the stochastic optimization goes really well, because the results that we can see here, these seems great. Yeah, profit factor of 229 or 179 with 500 positions. Take profit over 1000, stop loss almost 3000, which is nice. Yeah, so this should be legit. So this is also a nice example, like, of showing you that with MQL5, if you know how to use MQL5 and you know how to backtest and optimize, then even a simple strategy like this can be profitable. If you don't use MQL5 and you just like look at the chart and you backtest your strategies on your own without using MQL5, then achieving results like this is just impossible. Because yeah, as you can see here, we are testing out over 10,000 different possibilities, and it would take you so much time to do this on your own that yeah, it's MQL5 is the way, basically. So let's stop the backtest here, as I don't want to be here for too long, and let's check the best optimization, which is right here. So this seems promising. So if I run the backtest, it's the same thing. Basically, we open a lot of positions at once, and then we wait for the market to close them. So this is what's happening. So we open buy positions here and it goes all the way up here. And for example, for sell positions, it's the same thing. It's not a bad thing per se, but it's really hard to keep your risk in touch, basically, with an EA which operates like this. But it's still profitable, so that's the main thing. I will backtest this on USD yen as well, but only on the last 4 years. And let's see what happens on the USD yen. And I will also go to my source code, or I will wait for the optimization to run. And then I will go to my source code and change one thing. And it seems like the USD yen is also pretty profitable. So a result of 122, that's okay. Number positions almost 500, which is perfect. And I also really like the take profit and stop loss ratio. So yeah, so this is something that I like to see. Okay, so let's wait for a bit more. Okay, this is enough. So let's run the best backtest. So yeah, this seems nice. So before ending this video, I will add one more thing, and that is that I only want one open position at a time. So positions total is equal to 0. So this will prevent the EA from opening multiple positions at once, and it will always wait for that current position to close before opening another position. So let's backtest it, and it should be really fast, because now we don't have to open that many positions. And it seems like it's even more profitable, so this is nice to see. But if we check the take profit and stop loss points ratio, this is not something that we should use. But still, let's see. So this might be interesting. The take profit is 3 times the stop loss points, which is not usual with EAs. Basically, in EAs, you often have higher stop loss than take profit, but why not? If it works, then I guess it's all right. So yeah, let's wait a bit here, because this seems pretty promising. Yeah, also I am putting together MQL5 trading masterclass, basically, because I know that these tutorials on YouTube are not bad, but they are often very simple, and because I can't like make videos that are 4 hours long, in which I would like get really into the most important stuff for MQL5 and for automated trading. That's why I am putting this course together. So it will have all of my experience in it. I will share with you like what works in the market, and I will save you a lot of time with that course. Yeah, so that's just like to give you heads up on what's coming. Okay, so I think this is good. We can stop it now. And always nice thing to see is that with time and with the optimization around, as we progress with the passes right here, the results got better and better, and that's always a good thing to see. Okay, so let's test some of these optimization how to say it, I don't know. Let's test some of these combinations out. So if we check the best optimization, it's the first one, obviously, but what I don't like here is the take profit and stop loss ratio. The same goes for the second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one. So what I will test is this one. So this is the first combination that I like. And from the backtest, this seems promising. It's not bad. It's not bad. Then I could also test all of these different possibilities, but yeah, let's not waste time with that. So before finishing this video, I will backtest this on 15-minute time frame just to see if it will like change the results, because the trade-off that happens with changing time frame, as you go higher with the time frame, the rule is that you get more consistent results because the market noise goes down basically, but you also open less positions. And the thing with going to the lower time frame is that you open more positions, but the market noise goes up, and therefore it usually the results of the optimization that you get are usually worse than on the higher time frame. So that's, yeah, so you can see it right here. The result, the profit factor is not that high as it was on 1 hour time frame, but we go up with a number of positions, and also the take profit and stop loss ratio is much better. So for example, what I like here is this one. So 428 positions, but the take profit points is the same as the stop loss points. So this is something where you get an edge. So let's stop this and let's test, where was it? Let's test this out, because this is something that I like to see. Okay, so this is just perfect. This is just perfect to see. Okay, and the last thing that I will test is that what happens if I run this backtest since 2015. Can this prevail or not? Okay, this is not bad. Okay, it's bad. So yeah, yeah, you can see it yourself. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope this was interesting for you to see that even a strategy as simple as this can be profitable when it's optimized in the right way. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.